Before the telegraph, communication over long distances was slow and unreliable. People relied on horses and ships to carry messages. This process could take days, weeks, or even months. The speed of communication depended on the weather and the distance. Important news often arrived too late. Business deals were delayed. Families struggled to stay in touch across long distances. Imagine waiting weeks to hear from loved ones or important business contacts. The world desperately needed a faster way to communicate. The limitations of traditional communication methods were particularly evident in times of war. Businesses also suffered from the slow pace of communication. Merchants needed to send orders and receive confirmations, which could take a significant amount of time. The lack of efficient communication hindered economic growth. The challenges of pre-telegraph communication highlighted the urgent need for a faster method. People longed for a way to connect instantly, regardless of distance. Little did they know that a revolution in communication was on the horizon. The invention of the telegraph would usher in a new era of instant communication. Samuel Morse, an American painter and inventor, is credited with developing the electrical telegraph. Morse was born in 1791 and initially pursued a career as an artist. However, his interest in electricity and communication led him to explore new ways to transmit messages over long distances. He envisioned a system that could send messages instantly using electricity, a concept that was revolutionary at the time. Morse's breakthrough came in 1832 when he conceived the idea of using a system of electrical pulses to represent letters and numbers. This code, which later became known as Morse code, formed the foundation of the telegraph. He partnered with Alfred Vail, an instrument maker, to refine the design and build a working prototype. Vail's expertise in mechanics and manufacturing proved invaluable in transforming Morse's concept into a practical device. In 1837, Morse demonstrated his telegraph system to a group of investors and government officials. The demonstration was a success, and Morse secured funding to construct an experimental telegraph line between Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, Maryland. This 40-mile line would serve as a proving ground for the new technology and pave the way for the expansion of telegraph networks across the nation. On May 24, 1844, Samuel Morse sent the first official telegraph message from the Supreme Court chamber in Washington, D.C., to Alfred Vail at a railroad station in Baltimore. The message, a biblical quote suggested by Annie Ellsworth, a young friend of Morse, simply read, "What hath God wrought?" These 4 words marked the beginning of a new era in communication. The successful transmission of the first telegraph message sent shockwaves throughout the world. News of the invention spread like wildfire, capturing the imagination of people everywhere. The ability to send messages instantly across vast distances was nothing short of miraculous at the time. The telegraph was hailed as a marvel of modern science and a testament to human ingenuity. The demonstration of the telegraph's capabilities sparked a surge of investment in the technology. Entrepreneurs and investors recognized the immense commercial potential of the telegraph, and companies were formed to build telegraph lines and establish communication networks. The race was on to connect major cities and expand the reach of this revolutionary communication system. Section 4. Connecting the world. The expansion of telegraph networks. Following the success of the first telegraph line, the technology spread rapidly across the United States and then throughout the world. By 1850, there were over 12,000 miles of telegraph lines in operation in the U.S. Telegraph companies were formed to meet the demand. They laid thousands of miles of telegraph wires across land and under the oceans. The transatlantic cable, completed in 1858, was a major milestone in global communication. This underwater cable, stretching over 2,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean, connected North America and Europe for the first time by instant communication. The successful laying of the transatlantic cable was a remarkable feat of engineering and a testament to the determination of those who sought to connect the continents. The telegraph had a profound impact on global communication, enabling faster and more efficient communication between continents. Governments used it for diplomacy and to manage their colonies more effectively. Businesses could conduct transactions and share market information in real time. The world was becoming increasingly interconnected through the power of the telegraph. Section 5. A Communication Revolution. The impact of the telegraph on society. The telegraph revolutionized communication and had a profound impact on society. News could travel faster, leading to timely publications. This led to the rise of news agencies like the Associated Press. Business transactions became faster and more efficient. Merchants could place orders and receive confirmations quickly. The telegraph also impacted personal communication. Families could stay in touch more easily. It played a crucial role in wars and political events. During the Civil War, armies relied on the telegraph for communication. Leaders could relay orders and receive updates in real time. Section 6. Out with the old, the decline of the telegraph. The reign of the telegraph, while transformative, was not to last forever. The late 19th and early 20th centuries witnessed the emergence of new and more efficient communication technologies that would eventually surpass the telegraph in popularity and practicality. Alexander Graham Bell's invention of the telephone in 1876 marked a significant leap forward in communication technology. The telephone allowed for voice transmission over long distances, eliminating the need for Morse code and making communication more personal and immediate. People could hear the voices of their loved ones and business associates, adding a new dimension to long-distance communication. The development of radio in the early 20th century further diminished the telegraph's dominance. Radio allowed for the wireless transmission of information, eliminating the need for costly and time-consuming wires. The invention of the internet in the latter half of the 20th century revolutionized communication, connecting people across the globe in ways never before imagined. Section 7. The legacy of dots and dashes, the telegraph's enduring impact. The telegraph, while eventually superseded by newer technologies, left an indelible mark on the world. It revolutionized communication, paving the way for the instant communication we enjoy today. The telegraph's legacy can be seen in the many technologies that followed, from the telephone and radio to the internet and mobile phones. The basic principles of the telegraph, such as the use of codes to transmit information electronically, continue to influence modern communication systems. The telegraph's impact extends beyond technology. It transformed the way news is gathered and disseminated, the speed at which businesses operate, and even the way we interact with each other. The telegraph's story is a reminder of the power of human ingenuity to overcome challenges and connect the world. It stands as a testament to the transformative power of innovation and its ability to reshape society in profound and lasting ways. Although the days of dots and dashes have faded into history, the telegraph's legacy continues to shape the way we communicate in the 21st century.